Dying Light the Beast, thank you for taking the time for this short interview. We just played the game for like 1 hour-ish. It has very much Dying Light 1 vibes, more so than Dying Light 2. Is that intentional?
Yeah, definitely. I think the way you could understand this is by the fact that we brought back Kyle Crane. So when we brought back Kyle, there was a lot of things that we wanted to actually make to have this feeling of Dying Light vibe.
Okay. And Kyle Crane is back. Could you explain exactly where this game is set in a Dying Light timeline?
It is set after the events of Dying Light 2.
After Dying Light 2?
Yeah.
Okay. And so why did you went back to Kyle Crane?
I think it all goes back to how we thought about this project. At some point it just grew and grew in ambition, and we wanted to do more and more, and we had this burning passion. And we just decided that for the story to make sense, for the whole experience to make sense, we needed to bring back Kyle, and we are super happy to be able to count on Roger Craig-Smith, the voice actor for Kyle, that is coming back for us.
Cool. Is Kyle the only returning character from Dying Light 1?
I won't spoil the story.
Okay, makes sense. So, where does the game take place? Which city?
So, the game takes place in a valley that we call Castor Woods. It's a touristic station located in the Swiss Alps. So, it features a touristic old town, an industrial park, and also swamps and farms. So, it's one of the it's actually the more variety of locations that we had in the whole Dying Light franchise.
All right. If you look at the game compared to Dying Light 1 and Dying Light 2, what can fans expect to be new, to be different?
So we have Kyle as someone who has been experimented on for like 13 years. When he basically goes out by escaping, he seeks revenge. And he has like new beast power ability that are like very visceral power. It's a moment in the gameplay where basically you are completely fearless, and where you can punch zombies and tear them apart. We have a new complete skill tree related to the beast mode, and to build this skill tree, you need to kill what we call chimeras. So those are special bosses, new enemies that have their own arena, their own setting, and they are very important in the story. So this is one of the best and new key things that we have.
Okay, so the beast mode differs from player to player. So there's different kind of beasts, for example, to transfer into.
The beast mode is really like kind of a rage moment. So it's going to be evolving from the whole across the whole game. So, for example, at the beginning, you don't have control over it because Kyle does not know what he is and what is happening to him. And by basically killing Chimera, he will grow stronger and stronger. He will be able to control it, and he will unlock new abilities. So it's really basically extending possibilities.
Okay. So there's no different directions you can go into.
No.
Okay. So it's evolving
It's evolving.
Okay,
yes,
cool,
exactly.
Cool. Why is it not called Dying Light 3?
I think what's important for us is that we consider, whatever how it's called, we consider Dying Light the Beast as the third installment in the franchise.
Okay.
Like it's the returning of Kyle Crane as a character, and it's the continuation of the story in the timeline, and that's important. What is important for us?
Okay, so it is a main game in the main. It's not like a spin-off or something.
But for us, it's really a third game.
Okay. How long would you, on average, would it take to complete the game?
So it depends how you play, of course. But
Of course.
let's say like for the main quest, it's around 20 hours. And for all the side contents, including like side quests, open world activities, collectibles, it's actually can be even the double of that.
Okay. And how big is the map compared to the previous games?
I think it's difficult to answer that because we were so focused on making a dense and vivid area. But it's actually, I think it's comparable to Dying Light 1.
Okay.
What is important for us is that you feel that the game has been handcrafted by our artists and that it fits its purpose as something that is highly traversable with parkour, with vehicle, and very diverse.
Yeah.
So you are never bored by wandering in our world because it has so many things to discover.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the thing I noticed immediately. It's like the world is really densely created, like from rooftop to rooftop. It's all like fitting nicely and smoothly into the gameplay. And when I enter like a building, there's always like things to collect, like scraps and like watches, like rares and valuables. Um, can you enter a lot of buildings that are not related to like main or side quests?
Yes, a lot of them. So we wanted really to feel that the world was there before Kyle, and like, like the world is living like as the player evolves. So we have what we call the dark zones, which are really things in the game that are made for you to go inside, sneak around, and loot everything. And we also have some surprises there, unique thing. And then we just have interiors in the city, for example, where you see like open windows, you go there is an old living room, and you can loot stuff. There is a lot of things like this, and it's not specifically related to any quest, it's just like traversal and just exploration. And we try to hide as much as possible everything there, so that players feel the need of exploring. And sometimes things can happen. For example, you are wandering in the city and you hear something, and it's actually raiders that are actually looting an interior, so you can basically disrupt them and steal the loot in their stead.
What are the most important points of feedback that you guys taken from players and made it so you changed it in this game compared to the previous ones?
I think we did a couple of things, listening to our community and also to ourselves, and when we did Dying Light the Beast. There is one big topic which is combat and physicality in general. We wanted to improve the feeling of the blows, how satisfying it is, or how realistic it is, but also like how we enhance the gore effect.
Yeah.
So we have more places for gore effect, we have increased the quality of the goreness, and we have really tuned it up to match our expectation. And we also did something similar with the night, where we really wanted to refocus the night around volatiles from the get-go and make it like a really scary and thrilled experience.
Yeah, I feel like there was more points of contact on the enemies, like where you hit and you feel like you see the visual feedback, like it's breaking off, and you see like the flash and like the brains.
Yeah.
So that's something I noticed compared to Dying Light 1 and Dying Light 2. Was that a big point of focus to make that feel really like you're chipping away at some?
Yes. That's for us. It's like countless meetings of reviewing with artists, with programmers, with designers, looking at every detail, fighting every type of enemy with every types of weapons. We are very committed to that, actually. Like, it's really something that is important for us, even as game developers, to make it like a benchmark, like an industry standard.
Is player choice making a comeback for this one?
No, what you will have is what we wanted to focus on is really make players live the story through Kyle. So there is no like big narrative choices. We are offering a linear story that will basically give the conclusion of Kyle's story and what goes on.
So Kyle has this this beast mode, and he doesn't really know where it's coming from. What he's going to learn about it. Are there more people like Kyle, or is he the only one like that?
I won't tell the story that much, but what's important is that the question that we always need to ask ourselves as players when playing Dying Light the Beast is, who's the real beast?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. That's something to look forward to, I can imagine. So you won't spoil any returning other characters. I can understand that. Are there any other like really interesting things players from Dying Light 1 or 2 can expect to see return?
Yeah, I think what's important is that first, like, so we will play as Kyle. So of course that comes with a lot of things, like playing as Kyle. Yeah. And I think for Dying Light the Beast, we actually managed to took everything that was the best from Dying Light 1, everything that was the best from Dying Light 2, and merge it together in Dying Light the Beast, which makes it the culmination point in the franchise right now. And it's really excited to actually see 10 years of effort coming together in one single game.
Yeah, it's cool. There was another Dying Light game, the multiplayer game. Is that in some way connected to this one too?
Oh, Bad Blood.
Bad Blood, yeah. Is that in some way connected to Kyle or the world you play in now?
No.
Is the world in any way connected to the first map we played on?
Not really, no. But what every Dying Light game is set in the global universe of Dying Light. So basically, what happens is that for Kyle, he was captured after going out of Iran. Then he spent years in captivity.
Yeah.
So when he goes out, he does not know what happened. It's like, oh, like so now the whole world is like this.
Yeah.
It's like even for him, it's a surprise, right? So we are living through this adventure with him, knowing that somehow the virus got out, and that's it.
Yeah. What are your biggest points of inspiration for Dying Light: The Beast outside of Dying Light?
I think we wanted to, for example, with Castor Woods, we wanted to create a very kind of remote area that felt really inspiring, but also kind of inviting, but in a strange way. Kinda, Twin Peaks or the town of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And of course, as a story of revenge, we look at the best story of revenge out there, so All Boy, things like this, and it's really what kind of the inspiration we have.
Yeah. What if players, some people never played Dying Light 1, and they want to get into Dying Light: The Beast? Is this a good entry point for them?
Yeah, I think it's the perfect opportunity. For many reasons. The first one is that, it's like the culmination as 10 years in the franchise, so it's all the technical improvement, all the gameplay improvement, everything that we do best in one game. And the second one is that as Kyle Crane, that has basically lived in captivity for 13 years, when the world is as new for those new players, but it kind of is to him as well. So we had to make the franchise, make this game a new entry point to the franchise, and so this is what we were committed to for.
All right, that's all for me. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks a lot.
We look forward to next month when it's finally coming out, and we'll check it out again.
Thank you.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
it.
Thank you.